The Fusion is to fuse 4 or 5 different boats into one.
A bit strange, so all of a sudden we are here by this busy highway, but super cool. We're at Fusion Boats and we're gonna get James and Pete and some of the guys that work here to take us through and have a look at this boat that's causing so much stir in the market. They got the Fusion 17 foot, they got the Fusion 19 foot, inshore, offshore style boat. A very cool vessel. Let's go take a look.
So we're in the Fusion factory. As you can see, right around, we've got a molding process. Starts in the gimbal mold, spray our gel coats in, and then we hand laminate all the layers up. From this process it moves out into the next bay. Same with our decks, sprayed up, laid up.
What about all the designs? Who did all the designs for the layouts, the deck layouts and the boat molds and stuff?
Yeah, I did all the design myself. We do all the design in-house. We've got our own drawing team. I spend a lot of time, like the Fusion 19, we spent about 9 months testing and designing the hull. We CNC cut little tank models, and yeah, we go through the whole process of checking hydrostatics, trim, and yeah, and just testing out other boats and taking information and actually taking all that information and trying to fuse it into one good all-over, all-rounder, from sea conditions, flats, water skiing, and you know, that's the whole concept behind the Fusion. You know, the Fusion is to fuse 4 or 5 different boats into one, but to actually make it individually good as an offshore boat, individually good as a skiing boat, or individually good as a bass boat. So the concept is to, whatever we do, it's 100%. It's not a compromise, and that goes into the whole design and R&D that we do on site. Yeah, and right through to the whole build process. You know, my background is yacht building and building big custom boats. We've taken some of that technology and put it into the power boats. There's no wood in the boats. It's all honeycomb composites. It's all composite transom, so we don't have rot issues, but this also gives weight saving. The foam we use on the boats is a high quality close cell foam. This gives the boat good sound ending, good rigidity and stiffness longitudinally. Also gives you immense buoyancy, you know, 153% buoyancy in the boat, so yeah, you don't have issues with boats sinking that easily, and buoyancy certificates.
Tell me about Fusion Boats. What is Fusion Boats?
Fusion boats.
Yes.
It's the boats for the future.
For the future?
The future, yeah.
So are you involved in this building process of these boats?
Yeah.
What is your task? What do you do?
My task is that consoles in the boat and the seat. I'm the guy who assembles that stuff.
You guy that assembles all the boats, all the seats, the consoles,
yeah,
the gauges.
Yeah, the leads, the steps. It's my job to see that that stuff is ready for the boat.
Let's talk about the Fusion boat. What do you think of the quality of the way they're built?
The quality? Yeah,
yes.
Good quality.
Good quality?
Yeah. And we still try to do things better and better.
Better and better?
Yeah.
Okay, lekker.
It's ready to be demolded. Take it out of the mold and put it right up there at the front, and cut it up to size, put foam, and get our deck ready to fit it on. You can see it's upside down. We can't like laminate it or get inside it, so we have to put it upside down.
Okay.
So that you can laminate one side first, put 2 layers on, and then turn it over and put another 2 layers on the side. In an actual fact, it needs to be 4 layers.
Sure.
It needs to be thick.
So this is where we assemble the hulls and decks together. So all our boats are 2-piece moldings. So we got our hull molding, deck molding. It's quite a three-dimensional process, trying to get everything to fit properly. There's lots of internal trunking and ducting. But when this is all bonded together, we use a very high-strength adhesive, and you end up with a massively strong construction and light.
Okay, so there's actually a glue that has joined your deck and your hull together.
Correct.
Okay, and then what do you put around the trimming area? Or
Yeah, so here we get beading trim. This all stays like that, and then this just gets finished off with the glass capping. But yeah, our whole deck, bulkheads, everything is bonded with the special high-strength adhesive.
okay, and as we stand here, I'm checking out now one of the most important things. I know I've had a few boats myself. I've been fortunate enough to go to sea quite a few times, fish off a multitude of different boats. Transoms. Is there any wood in any part of these boats, and how are your transoms built?
Okay, so our transoms, we're using an imported product from the US called Porlite. Hell of expensive. It's a rigid PVC reinforced foam. It's a high density, high strength. It's stronger than plywood with zero water absorption. So you can drill 100 holes in your transom, you're not going to have rot issues. And the beautiful thing about it, the problem with wooden transoms is that polyester resins don't like to stick to timber because they're not adhesive, they are just a binder. Using the composites adhere better with the polyester resins than timber, and you don't have the rot issues.
This is how thick the transom is on the 17. That's your gel coat.
This is the raw polypropylene honeycomb nada core that we use. We use this for our decks and our bulkheads and general reinforcing. It's super lightweight. It's what we call a 80 density volume, so 80 kilograms a cube. So it's nice and light, rot resistant, and good insulation. Where the boats get the final assembly, all the stainless steel. As you'll see, the stainless steel has got black powder coating on. It just gives it a different effect. And yeah, once we go through this process, then there's a final QC check and a water test before it goes onto the trailer, and then ready for delivery.
So you're water testing every single one of your boats yourself?
Yeah, basically when I talk water testing, we actually put water on the deck, we check for leaks. So we call it a deck flood test, just to make sure that you're not getting water in or ingressing into any parts. If the boats are rigged in the factory, then I go water test and test it myself personally. One of the beauties about the Fusion, which makes it unique, is it's got a huge horsepower range it can carry. The Fusion 17 can run with a 50 horsepower to a 115. The Fusion 19, anything from 115 to 200. Twin 50s, twin 60s, twin 70s, twin 90s or twin 100s.
Sure.
So there's a huge horsepower range, and pretty much can find a motor for whatever you want to do.
So there it is. We've had a quick tour of the Fusion factory. I kind of just arrived here, so I put them a bit on the spot. And thanks to James and his crew for taking us around and having a look at the Fusion 17 and 19. We're going to get on the water, so we're going to get some on the water shots. I'm going to fish off a Fusion 17 tomorrow, so I'm going to tell you a little bit more about the fishability, maybe show you a bit more of on the water shots. But it was great to be here. It was great to have a look at how these beautiful boats are made, and I'm sure we're going to be seeing more of these boats on the water soon. So click on the link down below. I'll have in the description a link where you can get hold of James and the guys from Fusion Boats to get more information, to have a look at more photographs and maybe get some pricing. So check it out.